Today we're at Rollington Forestry Centre, everyone, which can only mean one thing. Well, actually it doesn't today. But Hilda's back, and we want to show Hilda now she's had even more work done. So we thought, you know, Hilda hasn't been on the channel much, but then I haven't driven Hilda much, have I? Because since we've owned Hilda, well, spent a few weeks in a lock-up garage, then a few weeks at Forge Garage, then many weeks with Johnny at JM Automotive Solutions for the paint, and then more weeks back with Tony at Forge Garage. So this is a car that's not done many miles at all, but it's about time we showed you what we've had done. Firstly, have a look at the paint again, because if you've not seen Hilda before, maybe you're new to the channel, we've just had her painted. Fran's been helping polish and clean. Look at how Hilda looks today. This is Firebrand Red. Everyone, if you'd missed the previous video, Firebrand Red code 137, which is what this car used to be originally, but then it was grey. I'll put an image on screen now because somebody painted it grey, but it was more like a hammerite finish. As you can clearly see, there is no hammerite finish now. So have one quick look around the car before we show you inside the car, which is where all the changes have been made. It's quite a cold and breezy day today, which is why Fran's wrapped up like an Eskimo. So of course what we've had done inside is, are you ready? The Ford Fiesta seats have gone. How good does this look now with the original seats? Now of course, because these are the proper seats with the proper pattern for a 1972 Imp, they're not obviously nowhere near as comfortable as the Ford Fiesta seats that we took out, but I would hope you'd agree, everyone, the fact that these seats are what would have been fitted to Hilda originally, that can only be a good thing. And if we look inside, the rear seat is now in as well, and again, hopefully you agree, it looks in good order, it looks in good condition. Well, now we did say before that the panels at the side here are grey still, because of course that was the colour of the car when it was painted by the previous owner. And as you can see, the door was painted. We'll show you under the bonnet in a minute, both front and back. We have got plans for this, and we were going to fit a strip across the top of the door and the rear there. I'll put an image on screen of them now. They were fitted to the one grade higher than this, because this one is a deluxe, which sounds posh, but actually it was only one up from base. But there's been a problem trying to fit those. We'll discuss that more when we've sorted a solution. But in the meantime, what do you think of the seats, everyone? What do you think of the interior of Hilda? Whilst we're talking about the seats, I had to get some new seat frames, or some new old seat frames, and they were quite rusty, so I wanted to save them. So we've done a lot of rubbing down. I'll put some pictures on screen now. Got rid of pretty much all the rust, put rust killer on it, primed them, painted them. They look quite nice now, and they do the job. Also, Hilda B's had a complete gearbox oil change, because in a previous video I said that she'd had the gearbox oil done, but there was a bit of a miscommunication between me and Tony at Forge Garage. He thought I meant top up the gearbox oil, but I wanted it completely refreshed, so the gearbox oil has been completely refreshed. Also, she would conk out occasionally at junctions, which of course is a bit disconcerting. You don't want Hilda to be conking out, and she didn't always want to immediately start when she conked out. Now I'll probably get this wrong, but somebody watching this video will no doubt know, particularly if they know their imps, there is a second float or adjustment or something or other that controls that. Tony sorted it. She doesn't miss a beat now, never conks out. Once she's warm, she never conks out at the junction at all, and she's driving absolutely lovely. Also, let's talk about the washer jets, because when it was rebuilt, it had, and I'll put an image on screen now, different washer jets which aren't standard, aren't original. And because the black nozzle on the one that was fitted broke when it was being removed to be painted, we thought we'd put it back to original, which is, well, it's just better, isn't it? Is there anything else? Oh yes, and the radiator. So we realised when I drove this car to Chesterfield a few months ago, she's fine when she's driving on the local roads, but if you get her up to speed at say 50 mile an hour and continue at 50 mile an hour, she would start to get a bit hot, and you'd have to pull up, let it cool for a minute and whatever. We think that was due to the fact that the radiator was old, and I guess there wasn't enough flow going around the radiator, so we put a new, brand new, high efficiency radiator in. So when spring comes, we're going to give Hilda a good run, and hopefully that will show that we've got no more overheating problem. Now, if you saw the video when we revealed the paint being done, or been done, we said that underneath here was painted. We'll show you now, and as you can see it is. And we also said, because of course the car was grey, we couldn't afford to have all that painted red inside, but at least the grey is not obvious. It's fine. It's not like the car was red and then we changed it to grey, and therefore you open it up and it's all red in here, which would look wrong. We think it looks absolutely lovely, but you let me know in the comments below. One thing I will say, and I didn't realise when my now late father owned one when I was a child, there's so many water traps on these cars. You'll have to excuse a bit polish because we've been polishing the car, of course. But if I move that slightly, the water trap runs all the way around there. Absolutely shocking. When you've washed the car, let's just shut that back up. I'm going to open the bonnet, show you under the bonnet. Don't the seats look good? I'm going to keep saying that. Look at the seats. Oh, and the proper seat belts as well. It's all good. Let's pull the bonnet. The bonnet's a bit problematic because it hasn't been used much, but should be fine. Fran, do you mind holding the camera for a second? Just wanted to show you. I'm up here. Just wanted to show you under the bonnet. So again, of course, the bonnet is all painted. Now these mats or covers were missing when we bought Hilda. We've been able to source some thanks to Graham Anderson. If you have an Imp or are thinking of having an Imp, the Anderson brothers are going to be your best friends because they've got so many parts for Imps. That looks better, and it also hides some of the grey. But again, if you look around, it's all nice, but again there's a water trap that runs all the way along here, and it takes a lot of cleaning, and I'm a fussy cleaner, but we got there at the end. I think you'll agree, as the cars are going past, that it looks very clean, very good. What do you reckon? Leave me your thoughts in the comments. So that is an update on Hilda B and Fran the Eskimo. Have we done right by the car? I think we know what the answer is, don't we? I'm sure most of you will agree. We have done right by the car for sure. The last thing I wanted to touch on is the wheels. I have suggested to people that I might change the wheels for the standard ones. I'll put an image of the standard ones on now. I have decided after cleaning these wheels that they look really nice, and some people would have put different wheels on even back in the day. So you heard it here first. I'm keeping the wheels. That is our quick update of Hilda B, our Hillman Imp. Hope you enjoyed it. Where's my wife going? Walking off camera. Where are you going? She's running off camera now. It's like care in the community. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Leave me your thoughts in the comments, what you think of Hilda and how she looks now. Enjoy whatever it is you're driving. See you soon.